If you're thinking about moving to Newnan, Georgia, stop. Don't put in a single offer. Don't sign a lease. Don't even book the U-Haul until you have watched this video all the way through, because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why families are leaving Atlanta, Florida, California, and even the Northeast to land right here in Newnan. The restaurants you're going to fall in love with, the schools that are actually rated in the top 20% of Georgia, the monthly events that makes this place feel like a real community, and the 3 things no one tells you before you move. So let's go. Hey y'all, I'm Sheree Macaroni with Macaroni Homes, your Newnan and Coweta County realtor. And in this channel, I help relocation buyers move to West Georgia without making the expensive mistakes most of out-of-state buyers make. I live here, I relocated here, I work here, I raise my family here, and I know this market street by street. So in Newnan, if it's on your short list, even if you're just starting your research, you are in exactly the right place. So before we dive in, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, then tap the bell icon so you don't miss the weekly Newnan videos I drop covering neighborhoods, builders, school zones, and real-time market updates. That one click is going to save you research, weeks of it. And before I forget, I put together a completely free Newnan relocation guide. It's the same one that I send to my private clients when they're flying in for their first time. It breaks down some of the best neighborhoods by price point, the top rated school zones, and what your money actually buys here compared to where you're moving from. The timeline for smooth out-of-state moves, and a contractor and inspection list that I personally recommend. If you want it, all you have to do is drop the word Newnan in the comments below this video, and I will personally send you the guide today. That's it. Just type Newnan and it's yours. So, reason number 1, let's get started. Buyers are choosing Newnan because we're only 40 miles southwest of downtown Atlanta. So we're sitting right on Interstate 85. That puts you about 35 to 45 minutes from Hartsfield-Jackson, one of the busiest airports in the world, and roughly an hour from downtown Atlanta where traffic cooperates. But here's the part no one talks about. You're about 90 minutes from the North Georgia mountains, 2 hours from Lake Lanier, it's beautiful, and a straight shot down I-85 to Gulf Coast and the Alabama beaches. So if you work hybrid in Atlanta or you're fully remote, you just want easy access to major airport without paying Atlanta prices, Newnan is going to be the sweet spot of the entire Southeast. So reason number 2, your money goes further. Newnan cost of living sits right around the national average. Our population just crossed 46,000 people, I think, and we're still growing about 1.5% every year. The median home value sits in like the high 350s with brand new construction and luxury homes pushing well into the $400,000, $500,000, and $600,000 range. Now, compared to where most of my relocation buyers are coming from, like California, New Jersey, New York, South Florida, and like the DC area, we're talking about cutting y'all's housing prices in half, sometimes even more. I've had buyers come from the California, sell a 1,400 square foot house and buy a 4,000 square foot home on an acre with a pool and still pocket money for retirement. That's a real deal right there. And Georgia tax structure is genuinely friendly, especially if you're retired or you're close to retirement. Property taxes are moderate compared to the Northeast, and they give generous breaks on retirement income, and there's no state level estate tax either. If you want me to run those actual numbers for your situation, what your current home equity buys you in Newnan today, just comment Newnan below, and I'll also send that relocation guide with a current pricing breakdown by neighborhood. So reason 3, We are called the City of Homes, which surprises every single buyer when they come. Not because someone made it up in our marketing, but because someone genuinely, we really have the largest collection of Antebellum and Victoria homes in the entire South. You can drive down streets like College Street, Greenville Street, and LaGrange Street and see houses that look like they belong in a movie, and people actually live in them. Our historic downtown square is fully restored and walkable. You got the Coweta County courthouse that sits like right in the middle. You got the library and the Mel Academy museum, all these really great boutique shops, locally owned restaurants like at every corner, and it feels like a movie set. And we've had movies here in our Newnan area. And honestly, this is what most relocation buyers say after their first weekend here. Like, it does feel like that small town America that they thought didn't exist anymore. So let's talk about some restaurants, because this is where Newnan really over delivers. Downtown alone, you got restaurants that would hold their own in any major city. Meet and Greet is the local go-to for gourmet burgers, craft beers, creative cocktails. The El Diablo burger and the truffle fries have a cult following. Right next door, we got the Cellar, which is our premium steakhouse, perfect for date night, anniversary, or closing dinners. And connected to that is the Bays, which is like this casual, family-friendly side of the same building. So for upscale fine dining, Knife and Stone consistently ranks as one of the top restaurants in the entire South Metro. My husband loves that place. If you want killer Italian, we got Fabiano's Pizzeria right downtown. They do a great margarita pizza that holds its own with anything from Atlanta. Garlic, Thai cuisine, and the sushi bar gives you a serious sushi and Thai option without driving 30 minutes north. Got Dunk's Barbecue Kitchen. It is a southern barbecue spot with brisket and mac and cheese. And don't sleep on the local gyms like Whimsical Cafe on the edge of downtown. It's a great brunch spot. Cream cheese grits, chicken, biscuits, mimosas, all on the patio. We got Town and Country Restaurant. That's that classic Southern diner everyone misses when they leave. And RPM Full Service is a renovated old gas station turned bar and grill with patio seating, karaoke on the weekends, and one of the best burger nights in town. La Parrilla brings the lively Mexican vibe with sizzling fajitas and good margaritas. And we've got coffee shops, bakeries, food trucks, new spots open every few months because the food scene here is genuinely on the rise. Okay, let's talk about schools. This is the #1 question I get from relocation buyers with kids, so let me break it down. Coweta County School District serves about 23,000 students across 29 schools. The district is rated the top 20% in Georgia public school district. Reading and math proficiency scores beat the state average. Graduation rate is around 92%, way above the Georgia average. We have 3 high schools, Northgate, Newnan, East Coweta, and Northgate consistently ranks among the top high schools in Georgia. On to the elementary schools, we have Brooks, Canongate. They both are really top performers. We got Thomas Crossroads, Welch, and Jefferson Parkway. They all are strongly rated. Blake Bass Middle is one of the highest ranked middle schools in the state right now. If you're considering private school, we also have really solid options there too. We have Heritage School, Trinity, and Central Christian. They all have strong reputations. And Heritage in particular is known for its college prep program. And for college and continuing ed, the University of West Georgia has a Newnan campus right here in town, so you don't have to commute to Carrollton or even Atlanta if you're going back to school. So the big takeaway, school zones really do matter here, and they vary a lot by neighborhood. That's something I can help map out before you make an offer. So, it really just depends on what side of the school line you really want to be at. So, things to do for nights and weekends. Let's talk about the lifestyle. What you're actually doing on Tuesday night and Saturday night afternoon, right? Those are important times. Ashley Park is one of our major shopping and dining centers off of I-85. And it's where you're going to find that bigger chain restaurants, the movie theater, and most of your like everyday shopping. Downtown is your local and indie scene, coffee shops, boutique, the library, the courthouse square. For outdoor stuff, we're spoiled, right? We have the Chattahoochee Bend State Park. It's 15 minutes away, miles away, with hiking. Carl Miller Park, CJ Smith Park, Browns Mill Battlefield, sorry about that, are all in the town. And they have trails, playgrounds, disc golf. We got Lake McIntosh, which is right next door in Peachtree City. You can kayak, paddleboard, and fish. We got Dunaway Gardens, is a stunning historic garden and event venue just outside of town. The Link is new to our area, and it is a trail system paved for walking and biking that is constantly being expanded. And if you're a golfer, we got Summer Grove, Newnan Country Club. They're all both excellent. For families with kids, we got the Lynch Park with the public pool. Wadsworth Auditorium hosts like free movies, family events year round. And the city's leisure service departments, they run everything from youth basketball to adaptive sports programs. There's even like citywide Lucky Duck Hunt every March that the kids go absolutely crazy for. Why it feels like a community here is because of our monthly events. Newnan feels like a community because there's always something happening. Downtown does First Friday event through the warmer months, live music on the square, food trucks, shops, staying open late. The Main Street Newnan organization runs these seasonal markets, including a really great holiday market every December that pulls in vendors from all over Georgia. The Coweta Community Foundation hosts a run. It's called the Run to Change Lives 5K every Monday, and it brings over 1,000 participants right through historic downtown. It's a really beautiful run. The Coweta County Fair takes over the fairgrounds every fall. It is a big deal here, and they have everything from running arts festivals out there just outside of town. There's also the Donald Nixon Center. They do performing arts, visual arts. They host concerts, plays, and touring shows throughout the year. There's also the Frederick Brown Jr. Amphitheater that's over in Peachtree City, which is right around the corner from here. It's a major outdoor concert venue with a national touring acts like every summer. We've got farmers markets, holiday parades, Christmas tree lightings, 4th of July fireworks, high school Friday night football, which is a big deal here. We got just everything anyone needs for a really great downtown and local community feel. If you've been craving that real community after living in like a faceless suburb where you don't even know your neighborhood, like Newnan delivers, and it delivers every single month. Now, let's talk about the 3 things no one tells you. The 3 things no one tells you that are real. Number 1, traffic on I-85 northbound between 7 and 9 in the morning is real. If you're commuting to Atlanta daily, build that into your decision. and look at the neighborhoods on the east side of town that get you on the ramp faster. That is real. Number 2, not every Newnan zip code is the same. The school zones, the property taxes, the HOA situations, and the resale potential vary a lot between Newnan, Sharpsburg, Sonoy, Sargent, Moreland, Grantville, and the unincorporated parts of Coweta County. Pick the wrong side of the county line or the wrong school zone and you will feel it for years. Number 3, the inventory looks bigger online than it actually is. The good homes, historic homes, acreage, pool homes, fully updated homes, those homes move fast. And a lot of them sell off market or before they even hit the market. You need someone in town who's hearing about them way before they go live. That someone is me. So let's talk about the 3 things that you need to do to connect with me. My name's Sheree Macaroni. My phone number is 229-563-3116. You can always call me, send me a message. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, which you're watching now. So make sure you like, subscribe, share this, and comment below if you want that relocation guide I was telling you about before, or if you would like more information about what it actually takes to get you here. So thank you so much for watching the video. I appreciate the time that it took you. I hope to be the first to welcome you to Newnan, Georgia.